What I wish to emphasize on this Jamhuri Day is that regardless of our difficult circumstances and despite obstacles, resistance, and anxiety, it remains the mandate of leadership to keep true to their word and the duty of government to deliver. We have every intention to fulfill our commitments and are at the point where the first projects are successfully entering maturity. The deliberate and intentional effort to develop effective strategies for creating employment opportunities within our broader economic transformation agenda is bearing fruit. From the current numbers, it is clear that employment opportunities, whether domestic, international, or online, will increase significantly in the coming days. We are determined to build a labor market capable of absorbing as many job seekers as possible, cognizant of the output of our education and training institutions, which produce talented, skilled, and motivated young people. By doing the hard work and heavy lifting now, we are laying the foundation for citizens to seize opportunities in the coming future. As we do this, let us reflect on the lessons of history and rise above our political differences to deliver for Kenya. There is a time to resist and a time to accept, a time to deny and a time to admit, a time to doubt and a time to believe. In the face of undeniable evidence, skepticism must give way to confidence, and we must reject the deceptive embrace of disinformation and fake news. The results and positive impact of our collective pursuit of fundamental economic change can no longer be wished away. Ladies and gentlemen, financial inclusion, for example, is now a reality for millions. The Hustler Fund is marking its second anniversary on a highly successful note, having empowered millions by lending a total of 60 billion Kenya shillings so far, liberating millions from predatory lenders and precarious financial situations, and enabling them to meet their needs, fund their hustles, and build their credit scores. Our ongoing conversation with borrowers focuses on concerns related to short-term duration, modest loan amounts, and the time required to increase borrowing limits. In response to this feedback, the fund has designed a new product, the bridge loan, to help Kenyans with good credit scores to transition from personal loans to enhanced facilities offering larger loan amounts with longer repayment periods. This will enable Kenyans pursue bigger opportunities and better investments. I will continue to reach out to Kenyans of all walks of life, regardless of their ideological persuasion, to maximize the cross-pollination of the flower of our republic and guarantee robust seeds for future seasons. You must never underestimate your power as citizens and your ability to create positive change individually and all of us collectively. Over time, we have made gradual and steady changes to many of the economic development strategies in order to take on board feedback from the people. In fact, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda has inbuilt mechanisms to improve on the basis of this feedback, because we recognize that as leaders, every day of work is a day of learning from the people, and that every good idea must always give way to a better one. Listening, therefore, is a primary component of effective leadership, and national transformation is a collective enterprise of all citizens. I am grateful to distinguished patriots who have demonstrated outstanding leadership across the political aisle for the spirit of goodwill in which we have engaged to address critical national issues, including resolving the inclusivity challenge by formulating the broad-based government. I also appreciate the good wishes, encouragement, and support from leaders with whom I continue to discuss matters of importance to our nation. I am persuaded that together we can achieve much more and much sooner for Kenya, and that the future of our dreams is now within sight. When we say that the cost of basic commodities has come down, it is a fact. When we say that inflation has come down, it is a fact. When we say that our farmers are producing more and better, it is a fact. When we say that Kenyans who have registered for Taifa Care are receiving better services than before, it is a fact. We encourage everyone, including our critics, to engage on the basis of facts and the truth. If some of us persist in the culture of reckless negativity, for how long will cynics mobilize Kenyans to deny facts that they can feel, that they can touch, and they can see? What will they say in a few weeks' time when we begin to give keys to new homeowners of our affordable housing units? What will they say at the thousands of plumbers, electricians, teachers, health workers, building and construction workers, digital workers, and many more who are already at work, including the 300 young men and women who yesterday were flagged off by my deputy to go and work abroad, joining thousands who are already abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident in the future of our nation and the capacity of our national transformation agenda to deliver, because I appreciate the strategies we have put in place, the work underway, and the commitment of our people and their motivation to make their contribution. I count myself as one of the many millions of Kenyans who want the best for our nation and all its people, and are committed to putting in the effort required to make our dreams come true. We are driven by strong hope and unwavering optimism, as well as unfailing desire to reach for a better tomorrow. It is confidence based on understanding, hope built on truth, and optimism that stands on the firm foundation of facts. We must do all we can to maintain the essential character of our republic as an open and free democratic society. This implies that we must also do all we can to ensure that our political competition and rivalry never degenerates into contest to assault democracy, oppose development, and demoralize the people. We must remember that whatever else sets us apart, we are united by a desire to achieve the best for Kenya and its people. With this in mind, we must promote inclusion and broaden our platform for collective engagement to allow articulation of diverse viewpoints and the expression of fresh, new, and bold approaches. To be transformational, we must be ready to transform ourselves and our strategies on a continuous basis. Work is underway across the country, and the opportunities are opening up for many citizens, especially our young people. Over the past 2 years, the number of employment opportunities has increased with new jobs for teachers, agricultural sector workers, healthcare professionals, building and construction, seafarers, and outside Kenya under our labor mobility program. The affordable housing strategic pillar of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda has so far created 200,000 jobs and thousands of indirect opportunities across the building and construction value chain. The universal healthcare coverage pillar has engaged 107,000 community health promoters, alongside other healthcare professionals employed to support our vision of a functional national healthcare system. In addition, jobs will be created in healthcare innovation, service delivery, and ICT support for digital health system that we have rolled out, unlocking opportunities nationwide. Furthermore, we have recruited 56,000 teachers to address the chronic teacher shortage problem and move the national teacher-to-student ratio closer to the United Nations recommendation of 1 teacher for every 40 learners. This December, we are hiring an additional 20,000 teachers, while our rejuvenated micro, small, and medium enterprise sector has generated 840,000 jobs this year. To address the urgent need to create opportunities for the hundreds of thousands of young men and women entering the labor market annually, we have expanded the employment opportunity spectrum and implemented strategies to secure jobs abroad to facilitate mobility and placement of suitably qualified Kenyans. Since September 2022, more than 243,000 Kenyans have secured international job opportunities in healthcare, in agriculture, and construction sectors, among other sectors. In the last 2 months alone, 12,000 have secured jobs abroad. So far, we have completed bilateral labor frameworks with 7 countries, while agreements with 2 more countries are awaiting signature. Additionally, agreements with 13 other countries are at various stages of negotiations, and we project to connect up to 2 million Kenyans with jobs abroad once this exercise is completed. Our digital superhighway and creative economy program, which involves laying 100,000 kilometers of last-mile fiber optic infrastructure and establishing digital hubs nationwide, is designed to create digital jobs at the grassroots. To date, 690,000 citizens have been trained in digital skills through the Ajira and Jitume programs in various learning institutions, including TVETs and constituency innovation hubs, out of which 180,000 young people have already been linked to online job opportunities, well on track to creating 1 million jobs through this program. Our special economic zones and export processing areas are boosting investment, manufacturing, exports, creating jobs, and increasing national wealth. In the past 2 years, we have licensed over 80 companies within these zones, creating 14,000 jobs. The 6 export processing zone flagship projects in Busia, Kirinyaga, Murang'a, Eldoret, Kwale, and Nakuru are now being developed are set to generate another 30,000 more jobs. Additionally, the ongoing operationalization of Dongo Kundu and Naivasha special economic zones will create an additional 26,000 jobs, facilitating private sector special economic zones investments and supporting county and public special economic zones operations. The discourse around universal healthcare remains lively, with concerns being raised about eligibility for coverage, the capability of health facilities to deliver services, and the alignment of contributions by individuals with benefits. Under Taifa Care, our inclusive, universal, efficient, and transparent healthcare service model, we are implementing a transition on an unprecedented scale. We have successfully transitioned 5.6 million citizens from the National Health Insurance Fund and registered an additional 11 million Kenyans under the Social Health Insurance Fund. This means that in just 2 months, 11 million Kenyans who previously lacked access to healthcare services are now registered, with the registration process going full steam in every part of Kenya. I commend Kirinyaga, Nyeri, Bomet, Embu, and Lamu, the 5 leading counties so far in Taifa Care registration. At the same time, I encourage the people of Marsabit, Garissa, Mandera, West Pokot, and Turkana, who have the least registered members, to mobilize, register, and take advantage of the benefits of this transformation program. Taifa Care ensures healthcare access for all registered citizens without discrimination of whatever kind. The program has accurately determined the cost of healthcare services and products, ring-fenced resources for equipment and facility improvement, and leveraged digital technology to radically enhance the management, coordination, and delivery of healthcare, promoting efficiency, transparency, inclusivity, and sustainability. No public service delivery project of this scale and ambition has ever been undertaken in the history of our country. We are confident, however, that this will be quickly surpassed. We will quickly surpass the 16.5 million citizens so far registered and provide all Kenyans with high-quality health care that is effective, efficient, affordable, and sustainable. Having said this, I wish to ask you this important question, each and every Kenyan. Have you registered? Nyinyi mmejisajili? Mumejiandikisha? Those who have registered often find that many of the issues, concerns, fears, and questions are fully addressed to their satisfaction in the registration process. Mumesikia yale mambo tunafanya kuhusiana na mambo ya afya. Na wauliza wazazi wote, pale Januari, watoto wetu wakirudi shuleni, sasa Taifa Care inataka kila mtoto wa Kenya awe na bima ya afya. Wakati wazazi mtarudisha watoto wenu shuleni, tunataka kila mzazi aandamane na mtoto wake, ndio tuweze kusajili watoto wote wa Kenya, ili watoto wote wa Kenya tuwapangie mambo yao ya afya.